Game studios around the world are afraid of GTA 6. This is not just speculation. Top executives from major gaming companies have openly admitted that they are worried about GTA 6's impact on their own games. A recent article from the game business featured quotes from studio heads showing just how much Rockstar's upcoming release is affecting the entire gaming industry. Here is the quote from one boss of a gaming studio. "Will we have time to push our game up, or will we have to delay further? It's stressful." This statement proves that studios aren't choosing their release dates based on their own schedules. They are waiting to see when GTA 6 drops because they can't risk competing with Rockstar. Today, we'll break down why GTA 6 is such a massive threat to other games and how studios are dealing with it. Let's be real, Grand Theft Auto 6 is said to be the biggest game of all time. Rockstar's first GTA 6 trailer got over 100 million views in 24 hours, setting a new record. Imagine what will happen when the game actually releases. So here is why studios are worried. First and foremost is media domination. Every gaming website, YouTube channel and social media page will be flooded with GTA 6 content. Other games won't get any attention. The second point is sales drop-off. If a game releases near GTA 6, players won't buy it because they will be saving their money for Rockstar's game. And finally, player engagement. Millions of players will be fully invested in GTA 6, spending hundreds of hours in the open world. They won't have time for other games, especially with online mode coming right after the story. This means that even well-known franchises are hesitant to release their games near GTA 6's launch. This is happening because they know what will happen if they release a game too close to GTA 6. The game will be completely overshadowed, all the marketing efforts will be wasted, and players will ignore their game in favor of GTA 6. For example, let's say a studio spends 5 years making an open world game. If it releases 1 or 2 weeks before GTA 6, it's game over, no one will be talking about it. That's why so many games are being delayed, not because of development issues, but because of the fear of GTA 6. Another interesting quote from the article perfectly sums up the challenge studios are facing. "We don't want to launch just before or just after the game. If it arrives in late October, that means you either have to launch early, which a lot of people seem to be doing with the recent glut of summer release dates, or go later, putting you up against the Black Friday sales." This tells us something very important. Game studios are actively avoiding GTA 6's possible release window. So what does it mean? If GTA 6 comes out in late October, other studios will rush their games to release in the summer. That's why we're seeing a crowded summer release schedule this year. If they release after GTA 6, they are stuck competing with the holiday season and Black Friday sales, where most players will still be obsessed with Rockstar's game. So the ideal scenario for these studios is to release their games at least a month or more before GTA 6. But there is one huge problem. We still don't know the exact release date of GTA 6. Because Rockstar hasn't confirmed the release date yet, every other game developer is stuck waiting. But here's the catch: if GTA 6 gets delayed, which is always a possibility with Rockstar, it could be pushed to April or May of 2026. That would force studios to change their plans again, causing even more delays. This uncertainty is frustrating for game developers because they can't confidently announce or market their games until they know Rockstar's plans. So instead of choosing their own best release window, they are being forced to make their decisions based on GTA 6. This situation doesn't just affect 1 or 2 game studios, it affects the entire gaming industry. Marketing budgets are being adjusted, studios don't want to spend their money advertising a game that will be overshadowed by GTA 6. The investors are hesitant because game publishers are nervous about funding new projects if they think Rockstar will crush them, and finally developers are also frustrated. Teams that have worked on games for years now have to worry about whether anyone will even play their game. It's really rare for a single game to have this much power over the industry, but GTA 6 is on another level. Right now, game studios are playing a waiting game. They are watching Rockstar very closely, and until we get an official release date, we will continue to see delays, schedule shifts and uncertainty. One of the most interesting statements in the article is this: so 3 to 4 weeks before or after GTA 6, you are going to get a lot of games dropping content in what they believe will be the safe zone. This means that many game studios are looking at this 1 month window as their best chance to release a game without getting completely overshadowed by Rockstar. But here's the problem: they aren't the only one thinking this way. According to one studio boss, many other developers are also planning to move their releases into the so-called safe zone. So what happens if everyone tries to launch in the same period? Game releases will overlap. Instead of competing with GTA 6, smaller games will now be fighting against each other, player attention will be divided, some great games might go completely unnoticed because people will have too many choices, and finally some games might fail quickly. Titles that actually deserve recognition could be buried under bigger releases and die out before they get a chance to shine. This creates a new problem. By trying to avoid GTA 6, game studios might accidentally create another crowded release period, which isn't good for anyone. At this point, it's clear no matter when GTA 6 releases, it will shake up the entire industry. Even if developers move their games months before or after Rockstar's launch, the hype around GTA 6 will still dominate everything. YouTube will be flooded with GTA 6 content, gaming news sites will constantly talk about it, social media will be filled with clips, discussions and theories. Even games released months later might struggle to get attention. We have never seen a game that has this much power over the industry before its launch. And finally, my favorite quote out of that article is, "There is no point swimming against the current, we just need to prepare to win players back once the excitement has started to die down." And basically this statement says it all. Other game studios understand that when GTA 6 launches, there is absolutely nothing they can do to compete with it. They won't waste money trying to market their game at the same time, they won't expect high player engagement during GTA 6 peak hype, and they won't try to steal Rockstar's spotlight because they know it's impossible. Instead, their only real strategy is to wait. Once the initial wave of excitement from GTA 6 starts to slow down, whether it takes a few weeks or a few months, then these studios will try to win back players' attention with game updates, expansions and new releases. Right now, the biggest problem for these studios isn't just GTA 6 dominance, it's the uncertainty. Since Rockstar hasn't revealed the exact release date, studios don't know when the right time is to release their own games. They can only guess and wait for Rockstar's next move. At this point, it's clear that Rockstar hasn't just created the most anticipated game of all time, they have also put the entire gaming industry on hold. Because studios can't schedule releases, developers are afraid of getting overshadowed, and publishers are holding back major announcements. All because of one game, GTA 6. And the crazy part is that Rockstar still hasn't even revealed the official release date. So, what do you think? Will other games stand a chance in the months after GTA 6 release, or will Rockstar completely dominate the industry for the next year? Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and if you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe and turn on notifications for more GTA 6 updates and gaming news. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.